Well, election night is less than 24 hours away, but tonight we are filling you in on everything you need to know before you head to the polls. The Now's Tori Cooper spoke to the Kern County Elections Office and has more information for those still scrambling to meet the voting deadline. Tori?
Jessica, even though election office officials say return ballots are on the rise tonight, there may still be a few last-minute voters at home who are worried that their voice won't be heard in time.
It's that time of year again, when you have a chance to make sure your political opinion is heard in Kern County. And according to Kern County Election Office officials, more people are showing interest in sharing their voice than in years past.
We're up about 7,400 voters just since the primary.
Even though the number of mail-in ballots returned won't be finalized until after Tuesday's election, Karen Ray of the Kern County Elections Office says it's still not too late to use the ballot you got at home. Vote-by-mail voters can still drop off their ballot at any polling site in the state of California or the Kern County Elections Office. But for voters who still can't make it,
if you're voting by mail, your ballot has to reach us by 3 days following the election, but it has to be postmarked by election day. So if you're doing it by mail, you have to mail it by election day, and that's pushing it because we have to receive it by Friday.
If you never received your ballot in the mail and you didn't request a replacement ballot, Ray says you can vote at your local poll site on election day from 7 in the morning until 8 at night. Voters can also check to see if they are registered, what their vote-by-mail ballot return status is, and where their nearest poll site is by visiting the Secretary of State's My Voter Status website online. But Ray says right now officials are doing their best to make voting even faster than before to avoid long wait times for you at the polls.
We have a fun little drive-through drop-off, and we hand out stickers and pins, and so we'll be accepting ballots that day, and we'll get those processed. We also have that drive-through drop-off on election day.
Ray says your last chance to register to vote is in person at the Kern County Elections Office from 7 a.m. to 8 at night Tuesday, and they will accept your vote on the spot right after you finish registering if you haven't already done so. As of 8:30 this morning, the Kern County Elections Office had 74,016 returned ballots since the primary election, and by late afternoon they received another 7,200 more. Ray says unless you are a first-time voter who registered by mail, you do not need to provide any identification when you arrive at the polls tomorrow. But she says officials are taking steps to avoid voter fraud.
In the event that a voter's signature fails to match the registration file, because we check every signature on every envelope against a registration to confirm the eligibility.
Now, if you are still unsure if you are registered to vote because of a recent change in address or any other factors, make sure to head to our website, turnto23.com, for that link where you can find that information. For the Now Bakersfield, I'm Tori Cooper, 23 ABC.
And we want to remind you